friends, welcome back to my channel, and welcome to today's video, which is all about decorating the kitchen for Christmas. In my last video, I decorated my small coffee station and a small hot cocoa bar. You can see those over my shoulder, and in case you missed that video, I will be sure to leave a link to it in the cards above. And don't forget to check out the description box below where I list my 2023 Christmas playlist. The kitchen is one of the areas that I absolutely love to decorate for Christmas. I love to make it festive and fun, and I love all the traditional colors for Christmas, but in particular this year I'm really drawn towards those reds and those whites. So I will be continuing on with that kind of idea throughout the kitchen. I do have 2 grandchildren, and I want to make it extra special for them when they come to visit Grandma. And I want it to feel almost like Mrs. Claus's kitchen, so we can bake cookies and make all those fun memories that I had with my mom and my children grew up with their grandma. It's so special, and they continue a lot of those traditions on to this day. So that is my goal in this kitchen, is just to make it fun, festive, and something that they will remember. Now, if you enjoy these type of videos, I would really love it if you would think about subscribing. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. It really does help my channel out a lot. And without any further ado, let's get into decorating my kitchen for Christmas. I'll give you a quick glimpse of how the kitchen currently looks. I have my step stool, my step ladder with me. I have a box of command strips and hooks in case I need them already. That's one quick tip, is just get all those kind of little things ready so you're not running around and trying to find things that you might need. I've cleared off, for the most part, most of the countertops. They're all wiped down. I do want to mention this is a working kitchen. I need certain things in certain spots. It's just the way it is. My husband likes what he likes, so some things will have to stay where they are. But for the most part, I've cleared off what I need to. And just a little glimpse of what my sweet little granddaughter gave to me one day when she was over. We did some coloring, and so that picture stays on my fridge. And now I'm going to set the mood with this beautiful candle that I recently picked up from Target when I was in the US, and it is so nice. I think it was only $6.99. So we'll set the mood and get ready to decorate. Let's start by adding some Christmas M&Ms to the hot cocoa station. I didn't do this in my last video because it is just my husband and I at home, and we really don't need that many sweets lying around the house. The last thing we need is more goodies. I'm so trying to lose weight, so the less I have, the better, but it is fun to have a little sweet every once in a while. Then I wanted to show you these beautiful little mugs I picked up recently at a trip to Walmart. They were only $3.97, and I thought they tied in perfectly with my red and white theme with the snowflakes as well. So I'm just going to add them above my coffee station and into the cupboard where I have all my Christmas mugs. And then I just wanted to give you a little glimpse of what my Christmas dishes do look like. I have already put them up in the cupboards, and this little mug just shows you a little bit of what they look like. Now we'll start working our way around the room and start with a little bit of decorating, and I'm going to start here right next to my stove. I'm going to remove this pot and bring in this coffee canister, which I'm going to repurpose as a utensil holder. And I love this because it is tall and narrow, whereas the other ones seem a little shorter and squatter and take up a lot more room. Then I decided to take this really pretty red and white string from Walmart and add it around the canister just to give it a little bit of a punch. And I love the way this looks. It's a little bit like candy cane. Next up, I'm going to add in this really pretty little Christmas spatula that I also picked up from Walmart for $3.47. It suddenly dawned on me that I have never owned a Christmas spatula, so why not? I thought it was so pretty and I would add it in here, and it just breaks up all that black. Now I'm going to work on the salt and pepper and the oil station that is right next to my utensil holder. Now, Santa's kitchen wouldn't be complete without a Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus salt and pepper shaker. Again, these are items that I have had for a number of years. And then I thought I would just add in this cute little bottle brush behind them just to add a bit more whimsy to this area. To complete the area next to the stove, I'm just going to add in this little Santa trivet that I have had for a number of years. Now moving on over next to the sink, I'm going to ground everything with this white tray I've used a few times over here. And then I thought this would be a good way to repurpose a broken little mug from my dish collection, and I'm going to use it to house my dish brush, and I thought this made such a cute little addition to this area and a great way to repurpose something that doesn't have much of a use anymore. And now I'm just going to add in some Mrs. Meyer's soap and some dish soap here in the scent Snowdrop. I have the dish soap for peppermint, which is really what I wanted to use, but I don't have the hand soap, so I thought, you know, that's okay. Mr. Claus lives up in the North Pole, and so Snowdrops makes sense. Because our faucet is motion activated and it can be quite sensitive, I decided to use this side of the sink for something that we're not going to be reaching for all the time. And I have this precious little gingerbread candle holder, so I thought I would elevate it on a little pedestal and just place it on this side. And I love lighting the little tea lights at night. It is just so sweet and so cozy. Then I took more of this red and white string and added it around the base of the pedestal, and it just ties in everything together so nicely. Now I'm going to set up a little baking station over on this side of the room, on this countertop with the toaster. That has to remain there. That is something that we use every day, so it will stay out. And added bonus, my mixer happens to be red, so perfect. And I did end up picking up this beautiful white ceramic mixing bowl from HomeSense recently. It came with some cookie cutters and another Christmas spatula, and I love this. It has little white trees around it, so I can use this all winter long. This little Christmas tree dish with the knife was a gift from my mother-in-law many years ago, so I thought it would be perfect to add here. And then I thought that the area just needed a little bit more grounding, so I ended up adding in a cutting board behind the mixer and then one of my favorite little green trees. Going to add in some dish towels to the stove and the dishwasher, but these aren't dish towels. These are actually hand towels that I have used in my bathrooms in previous years, and I thought, why hide them away? They're so cute. So I'm going to add them here in my kitchen, and I've done this with actually dish towels in the past. I've used them in my bathrooms as hand towels. So you don't limit yourself to what you think the use is for an item. It can always be repurposed. Now here I wanted to replace this plant in the corner of my kitchen with one of my little trees that I normally set up in my dining room. And the idea here was to have this little tree in the kitchen where my grandbabies and I can decorate it, and I want to make it like a cookie cutter tree where we can, when we're baking, if she wants a cookie cutter, she can go take it off the tree and we can use that for cookies. Next, I took more of that red and white string and I added it to a few of the cookie cutter ornaments and just started hanging them on this tree. Now, I am not going to finish decorating this tree because I will be having the grandbabies over this weekend for a sleepover and I want to complete it with them. So the idea here is to add in these cookie cutters, and then when they come over to visit, we will add in some red balls and maybe some other little ornaments as well. But I absolutely love having a tree in this area of the kitchen. At night, it gives off such a warm and cozy glow. Now moving on to setting up the table, and I'm going to do a rather simple tablescape because this is where my husband and I eat all our meals here. So I don't want it too cluttered or too fussy for just the two of us. But I was inspired by a recent trip to Kirkland's, and if you saw that video, I'll be sure to link it in the cards above. But they'd had some beautiful tablescapes, and I was very inspired because a couple of them used almost the exact runner I have with this red, with some red and white placemat. So I thought, oh my gosh, I have all this at home. So this is a little bit inspired by the one I saw at Kirkland's.
Yeah, there's room at the table for big and for small. All the fire is popping, the chestnuts.
To the center of the table, I added in this tray that I've had, and of course my nutcracker napkin holder and some more cute little salt and pepper shakers, which are just little snowmen, and then I just added a little bottle brush tree behind them, and I love the way this looks. It's not fussy, but it's functional for us.
I wish upon a falling star, so all your secrets.
Now I'm going to do a quick setup of a little place setting, and I did pick up these napkin rings from the Hearth and Hand collection from Target on my recent trip, and they were $7.99 for 4 of them. And please ask me why I did not pick up 4 more of them. I have no idea, because I love these little wreaths. I think they're so beautiful with my red napkins. So I'm just going to place those on my plate, and I'm really sad I didn't get more of them, but that's okay. I have 4. That's all I need for now, and I will just be happy with that.
Merry Christmas, baby. There's something that happens when something that happens when December ends, when December ends, yeah. Oh, it's Merry Christmas, baby. Merry Christmas, baby. It's Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas.
Now, as I stood back, I realized there was still something missing over by the sink area, and I decided to try and add this garland above the window. I picked this up from Michael's last year. It's not very forgiving, so this is still a work in progress. And then what would Mrs. Claus's kitchen be without the jolly old Saint Nick watching over all the festivities and all the things going on? So I added in this Santa that I've had, and I love him up there. It's just a constant reminder that Santa is watching. Now later that day and the next day, I did step back and I realized I missed a few elements. So I added a cute little red bow to the top of the tree. And then I remembered part of the Kirkland table had this beautiful greenery down the middle of the table. And I had picked up these real feel stems from Hobby Lobby in that same trip. So I brought them out and I added them, and they were the perfect touch to this area. And then over here by the window, I also remembered that I had some little bells that I wanted to add here. I do plan on maybe doing a DIY with them, adding some rub and buff in an antique gold. Tell me what you think. Should I do that or not? And over here on the other side of the gingerbread candle holder, I decided to add in some more cutting boards, my nutcracker spoon rest, and my Frosty the Snowman hat with a little tree in it. And I think it just finishes off this area perfectly next to the knife set that, again, has to stay on the counter, so why not try to make it look pretty? And now I'm going to take you through how the kitchen turned out, starting at my coffee bar and just working around the rest of the room. I think it turned out so pretty, and I am in love with everything.
Spreading all over town, but of course it's not true. They say Santa ain't coming around. Trust me, I'm waiting up for you, coming down my chimney on Christmas Day. We'll be side by side to see. Santa Claus is coming home to me. Yeah, this year Santa Claus is coming home to me.
I want to thank you so much for stopping by and spending some of your time with me today. I hope that you enjoyed this video and you got a few little ideas and some inspiration on how to add some little Christmas touches to your kitchen. And if you did enjoy this video, I really hope that you would think about subscribing before you leave and give this video a thumbs up and share it on your socials. It really would help my channel out. And until I talk to you in my next one, guys, I hope you have a great week.
Reason to hang around and celebrate this day. Everyone's smiling and it's snowing. It's the time of year again. I'm happy you're here. My winter wonderland.